Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to be working on lesson 15 problem set, and that's going to be on page 77 of your Learn book. So turn to page 77 and let's get started. Okay, so make sure that you've already done this and you're just checking your work, or if you're having trouble that you can follow along with me, okay? Okay, so it says, Mrs. Coslow put a border around a 5-foot by 6-foot rectangular bulletin board. How many feet of border did Mrs. Coslow use? So first, I'm going to underline some key information. We have, she put a border around a 5-foot by 6-foot rectangular bulletin board. They want to know how many feet of border did Mrs. Coslow use? So I'm going to start by drawing this border. And it says it's a rectangular bulletin board. So let's draw that. Now, it's 5 by 6, so that means one side will be a little bit shorter than the other. And I'm going to make this side 5 feet and this side 6 feet. So if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. That's the parallel lines, and we're going to label them. So now I have all my side lengths. They want to know how many feet of border did Mrs. Coslow use. So we have to find the perimeter, the area around, okay? And we know that perimeter is the distance around an object. So to find the perimeter for this bulletin board, let's add. So we say P equals, and then we're going to write 5 feet, and I'm going to make a check so that I know that I've already used that one, plus, so that's 5 feet plus 6 feet. I'm going to change colors because I don't like that. It looks like it's all one. So 5 feet plus 6 feet plus 6 feet plus, so I use that 6 feet, another 5 feet plus, so I'm going to check that one out because I used it, and then finally 6 feet. Okay, and then I'm going to add these two because that makes adding easier. So I know that 5 plus 5 is 10, so I have 10 feet, and then 6 plus 6 is 12, so I'm adding 10 feet plus 12 feet. So the perimeter is going to be 22 feet. And then I'm going to write my sentence. Mrs. Coslow used 22 feet of border. If you need more time to check your work or to copy that, go ahead and pause the video. Okay, let's look at the next one. Jason built a model. Jason built a model of the Pentagon for a social studies project. He made each outside wall 33 centimeters long. What is the perimeter of Jason's model Pentagon? So let's again underline key information. Jason built a model of the Pentagon. That's important because they're giving us a shape for a social studies project. He made each outside wall 33 centimeters long. That's key information. He's telling us each outside wall is 33 centimeters long. So all the sides will be the same length. What is the perimeter? This is what we're finding. What is the perimeter of Jason's model Pentagon? So first, I'm going to draw my Pentagon. And my Pentagon looks like this. Okay. Next, I'm going to label the sides. Looking back at this question, I can see each outside wall is 33 centimeters long. So this will be 33 centimeters. This will be 33 centimeters. This side will be 33 centimeters. This side will be 33 centimeters. And this side will be 33 centimeters. Okay, make sure that you're labeling yours like mine. Next, we have to find the perimeter. So again, we're going to do P equals, and we're going to take my first length, 33 centimeters, and I'm going to make a little check because I don't want to have multiple and I don't want to repeat it, plus 33 centimeters, and a little check, plus 33 centimeters, plus, here's another one, 33 centimeters, and finally my last side, 33 centimeters. Do I have them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to make adding this a little bit easier for my brain. I'm going to add 33 and 33. So I know that 33 plus 33 is 66 centimeters, plus I'm going to do the same thing again. 33 plus 33, that's 66 centimeters. And I'm just going to bring down this final 33 centimeters, okay? Now, 66 plus 66 is easier for me if I do it the vertical way. So I'm going to do 66 plus 66. 6 plus 6 is 12. So I'm going to carry the 1, and then there's my 2. And then 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So I'm going to have 132. So if I have 132, but I still have to add my last 33 centimeters. So I'm going to take my 132 plus my 33 centimeters, and let's find the answer. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 3 is 6. And then we bring down the 100. So we have 165 centimeters. So I know that the perimeter is 165 centimeters. Let's write our sentence. The perimeter is 165 centimeters. Okay, if you need more time to do that problem, go ahead and pause it now. And if you're ready to go ahead and move along with me. Okay, number 3. The Holmes family plants a rectangular 8-yard by 9-yard vegetable garden. How many yards of fencing do they need to put a fence around the garden? So I start by underlining key information. The Holmes family plants a rectangular 8-yard by 9-yard vegetable garden. Pay attention to the shape and to the unit of measure. Here we had a pentagon and we were working in centimeters. Here we had sorry, you couldn't see that. So now we're working with a rectangular 8 by 9-yard vegetable garden, okay? They want us to find how many yards of fencing do they need to put fence around the garden. So I'm going to start by drawing a picture because it helps me to be able to see what this looks like. Okay, so I have 8 yards and then 9 yards. These lines are parallel, so this is the same length. And these lines are parallel, so this will be the same length, okay? Now, I'm trying to find how many yards of fencing I need. So I need to find the perimeter again. Perimeter equals, and I'm going to add all of the side lengths. 9 yards plus And I'm going to put a check since I used that one. I'm going to add another 9 yards. 9 yards plus 8 yards plus, here's my second one, 8 yards. Okay? Let's simplify it. 9 plus 9 is 18 yards. And then 8 plus 8, oops, 8 plus 8 is 16 yards. Make sure you're writing that down so I can see your step-by-step process. And if you didn't write it, go ahead and write it now. Now, finally, I'm going to add 18 yards plus 16 yards, okay? So you can, I'm just gonna do the vertical way because it's easier. For me, 18 plus 16, 8 plus 6 is 14. And 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So we have 34. So we found our perimeter. So the perimeter equals 34. And let's write our sentence. The Holmes family needs 34 yards of fence. Okay, so write that down. Pause the video if you need more time. And if you're ready to keep going, go ahead and hit play or follow along. Okay, we're looking at number 4. Number 4. Okay. Okay, this says, Marianne paints a 5-pointed star on her bedroom wall. Each side of the star is 18 inches long. What is the perimeter of the star? Let's underline some key information. We have a 5-pointed star and it's on her bedroom wall. Each side, key information, each side of the star is 18 inches long. They've told us the length of each side, okay? Now, they want us to find out what is the perimeter of the star. So we need to add all the side lengths. But first, let's label. We have to label our star. So we have 18 inches, 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 and 18 inches, and last one, 18 inches. I'm going to highlight each side so you can see that the perimeter is the outside, not to be confused with the area, which is inside. Okay, so we have our star now, it's labeled. And then how many 18s do we have? So we have 1, oh, I missed one here, 18 inches, okay? So we have, I'm gonna, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have 10 18s. So what we can do is write 10 18s and then equals how many 10s? 10 18s equals 18 10s. And we know that 18 10s equals 180. We are working, our unit of measure is inches. So this is 180 inches. So we know that the perimeter of the star is 180 inches. Go ahead and pause the video if you need more time. And then if not, let's keep going. Number 5. The soccer team jogs around the outside of the soccer field twice to warm up. The rectangular field measures 60 yards by 100 yards. What is the total number of yards the team jogs? Okay, so we are going to highlight key information. The soccer team jogs around the outside of the soccer field twice. So key information, the soccer field twice to warm up. The rectangular field measures 60 yards by 100 yards. And we have to find the total number of yards that the team jogs. They told us the shape and they told us the side lengths, but they also told us that they went around twice, okay? So first, I'm going to draw my picture because that's going to help me. So my soccer field is a rectangular shape, okay? And then one side is 60 yards, 60 yards, and the other side is also 60 yards. Now the width is 100 yards. So label yours like this. Now let's find what the perimeter is going around once. So to find the perimeter, we're going to add, oh, that's 60, not 6. We're going to add 100 yards, and I'm putting a check because I've added that one, plus 100 yards, and that's another check, plus 60 yards, plus 60 yards. Okay. So let's shrink down this equation. 100 yards plus 100 yards, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, 200 yards. Then we have 60 yards plus 60 yards, and we know that that is 120 yards. Okay, and then finally, we can separate this and we can make it 120, and then we can take 200 plus 100, and that's going to give us 300 yards, plus we bring down the 20 yards, and then we have our perimeter, and our perimeter equals 320 yards. But that's just one time going around, and they went around 2 times. So we have to do this 2 times. Now, you can draw a tape diagram, and we have 320 and 320. And then we're going to add those 2. So we have 320 yards plus 320 yards. And then we can do the same thing where we break it down to 300 and then 20 and 320, and we can add our 300s, and that'll give us 600 plus, and we can add our 220s, and that'll give us 40. So we know that the perimeter, well, not the perimeter, we know that they went around, the team jogged a total of 640 yards. So let's write our sentence. I'm gonna write it here. The team jogged 600, or a total of 640 yards. Okay, go ahead and pause it if you need more time to check your work or to do it with me. And then let's look at number 6. Okay. Troop 516 makes 3 triangular flags to carry at a parade. They sew ribbon around the outside edges of the flags. The flag side lengths each measure 624 inches. How many inches of ribbon does the troop use? So let's underline some key information. Troop 516 makes 3 triangular flags. Let's highlight that. 3 triangular flags to carry at a parade. They sew ribbon around the outside edges of the flags. The flag side lengths each measure 24 inches. This is important. They're giving us the side lengths here. Each side length is 24 inches, and they're giving us our unit of measure as well. How many inches of ribbon does the troop use? So we need to find how many inches does the troop use. Okay, so first I'm going to do what I always do, and I'm going to draw my shape. My shape is a triangle. Do I know my side lengths? Yes, the side lengths each measure 24 inches. So I'm going to label. This isn't actually accurate because it should be equal all around. I'm going to make another one. This is a little more. Okay, so I have 24 inches, 24 inches, and 24 inches. Okay? Now, next I need to find the perimeter of this one triangle. So I'm going to say perimeter equals 24 inches, and then using 1 plus 1 more 24 inches. Oops, plus, and here is another one, 24 inches. Then I'm going to add these two. So my perimeter 24 plus 24 is 48 inches, and I'm bringing down my 24 plus 24 inches, and then 48 inches plus 24 inches is 72 inches. Okay. So we found the perimeter of one triangle, but we actually have 3 triangles. We have 3 triangles of equal perimeter. So we can write, I'm making a tape diagram so that I don't forget that I have 3. And we need to find how much ribbon all 3 take. So to find the ribbon and the amount of ribbon, we're going to add 72 inches plus 72 inches plus 72 inches. Okay. And then again, I'm going to add 72 plus 72. And I'm going to do mental math. 2 plus 2 is 4. 7 plus 7 is 14. So 144 inches plus, and I'm bringing down my 72. For this, I will do vertical math or vertical addition. And I'm going to do 144 plus 72. And then 4 plus 2 is 6. And then 4 plus 7 is 11. And 1 plus 1 is 2. and my unit of measure is inches. So I know that the ribbon has a total of 216 inches. And now I'm going to write my sentence. So the troop uses 216 inches of ribbon. Go ahead and check your work. If you didn't do it this way, and this way is easier for you, go ahead and copy this way. Pause if you need more time, or go back and check any of your other answers. Okay, boys and girls? All right.